I keep saying this is not get out of jail free. And everybody that has not listened to what I've asked or advised or coached, because I'm not your mama, I'm your coach. Y'all a team. I give you the play, you're supposed to follow it. But everybody that went and did their own thing, where are we today? Right here. You're back in here. Your way obviously don't work. I'm somebody that has done what is asked, did it, and stayed out. And I came back to teach you how to stay out. I don't ask a whole bunch. I went and did 3 years of substance abuse after I got out of this jail. 3. I only ask, go sit down for 30, 60, 90 days and then do transitional. You do transitional long enough, you'll get on the housing list and you'll get your own apartment. Hell, they'll even pay for it for a year till you get on your feet. But you don't want to do it. And I believe I've given you the game plan. Now it's on you to do your thing, right? And I am your recovery coach as long as you get in touch with me and I'll help you through it. Don't be mad when I tell you you're full of shit. I'm Catherine Griffin Grignon, the founder of We've Been There, Done That, a prostitution, human trafficking, sex industry reform program.
The majority of the prostitutes and drug addicts and theft offenders that she also takes in her program, they lack educational skills, social skills, etiquette, and Kathy's program addresses all of those issues.
Right now, most of the women that come into the program get arrested for prostitution, or they have possession of a controlled substance. The women come from all walks of life. The face of prostitution and human trafficking could be anybody at any time. There are lots of people, millions of people out there who don't even know that they were victims of human trafficking or don't even know what they were doing was prostitution. By the time I get them, everybody is really worn down.
Some people could really, really want to stop, want to change, but then the thoughts being, that's all they done. I know the thoughts still come up, Kathy. I know you still dream about it and think about it, because it's happening to me. And I know that I know I'm tired.
The vast majority of the population of this country and of the jail don't realize what they've been through and how that causes them to be where they're at. And I'm not saying that people aren't responsible for their actions, don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is it's a heck of a lot harder under certain circumstances to live a normal life, free from crime and free from poverty, if you're in some of these conditions that these women are in when they get here.
Take care.
I love y'all. I go to court every day. The judges or the district attorneys or defense attorneys will call me and say, I think I have a client that might benefit from your prostitution, human trafficking reform program.
And by the time a prostitute comes to me, this is at least their 4th prostitution. They look really bad. They look horrible because they've been using drugs, selling their bodies. I'm looking at this, I said, Kathy's program can probably help this lost soul. That's what they are, that's what I would call them.
I interview them, I find out if they are really tired of being in the sex industry, and we go from there. Oh, welcome to the Prison Show, KPFT, Houston, and I'm joined here with my new co-host, Mr. Carlton Harris. The Prison Show was put together for me to be able to give information for those that are behind the bars and the gates in prison. The prisons that have the frequency can hear. Legal specialists come in, different programs come in to give advice on, and let people know how to make it while they're in there and to give resources for when they come out. They send fan mail in and they're always looking for pen pals. Thank you so much for the article, Who's a Victim on Human Sex Trafficking. Prison is a place where you hear about an old friend's divorce whom you weren't even aware was married. a place where kind, encouraging words are seldom heard or expressed. Prison is a place where violence is routinely rationalized. And prison is a place where trust and loyalty is always suspect. You better hear me now.
That's right.
A place where men of character and women of character and integrity are few and far between. A place where you go to bed before you're tired and pull a blanket over your head when you're not even cold at all. So I just wanted to let you know, these are just some of the words from Reggie Wells, what prison is. We're gonna go to the break right now. Please have that phone line ringing. This is KPFT Houston, 90.1 FM.
Where I come from and my surroundings is nothing but dope. That's all I know. You know, I know nothing different. I have 16 felonies and 33 convictions. And I'm not gonna lie, yes, it's hard for me. It's hard for me every day that I gotta go around certain people, you know, I'm just saying that I know is still involved in this life, and I have to turn around and go the opposite way. Yes, it's hard for me, and I'm fighting the struggle every day, but by the grace of God, I'm still doing it.
They come from environments where they were either sexually abused in their family by someone close to them. Some of them developed a drug habit. Then they start selling their bodies to support their crack addiction.
I was sold child pornography when I was 2 until I was 9. And had my first child when I was 12. I was raped by my uncle.
My father sexually abused me up till I was 15. 14, I had a baby by my father. I had another baby when I was 15 by my father.
I was raped when I was 4 years old by my own stepbrother. I've been raised up like coming up getting raped and abused by one of my family members and stuff like that. And I'm 22 years old. I've been to jail 21 times already. I've been prostituting. I've been smoking crack since I was 16 years old.
I am a survivor of domestic human trafficking and prostitution, and all of the years that I went through substance abuse treatment in jails and prisons, nobody ever touched on the fact that if I had ever been molested or my adult boyfriend while I was a teenager was okay and the damage that had been done. It was just talk about substance abuse only and none of the things that caused me to even use the substances. And I did that to forget.
I'll have 90 days ever in my life, Tuesday. I'm clean from everything, trick-free, crack-free, alcohol-free, relationship-free.
I'm Kenya Latour, better known as Peaches, or was known as Peaches. I was a prostitute on Forum Park in Bissonnette for a long time. I did a prostitution YouTube video.
But at any rate, yeah, normally my prices are 30 for head, 40 for sex, 60 for both. And I get special days too, meaning if it's hot as hell out here, you'll get the special, which is $20 head, I catch no mess, or you get 30 for sex only or 40 for both.
That video almost went viral.
You know, we have a couple of rapes out here. By the grace of God, I have not been a victim yet.
But since that interview, I had been raped twice. And then I went to jail for prostitution since that video 3 times. Then in the life, it was fine. I was okay with it then, you know, but the more and more I stay sober and the more I look at who I am today, I just kind of keep that as a reminder of what not to go back to and what I don't want to look like and what I don't want to feel like and what I don't want to smell like, and you know, just a lot of don'ts on that video, man. From maybe 13 to 33, I put my body through hell. And to use what I have to get what I want, I came up with just getting over a major STD, living at a transitional living shelter, no car, not custody of my kids, going to GED class because I dropped out of school. That whole false reality that I had on life set me back 20 years.
When I get called in the middle of the night, 3 of your girls are in the North Line Hotel with 6 dope dealers, and there's a 2-year-old baby in the room. They getting high around, and the baby playing with the phone. And then when the girls that went to rescue them, which I don't want you all going in and rescuing no hoes.
And all the girls who had bruises all on them and stuff, you could tell they'd just been beaten up on them. I touched one of the girls on the side of her face with the bruise, and I said, "What are you doing? I used to see you beat up these guys. Why are you letting them do this to you?" You know?
The hardest part is when somebody calls me and say that they died. To try to learn to live successfully in a dysfunctional society is going to be difficult for those who have never lived in anything but dysfunction.
And this go around, I've been on, I believe, almost 8 or 9 months. Normally by this time, if I'm just getting out of jail, I go back to the same place, peoples and things, and I'm back in jail before Christmas.
I'm just thankful to live life and really live it and enjoy it. You know, the things that I haven't done because I was too busy getting high. Things that I really just did not know were there. You know what I'm talking about? I was too high to go to a movie, and last night I actually sat there and, cuddled a little bit, you know?
A lot of you that I know personally have found comfort in a mate. But anything could happen with that mate and your whole world will fall apart. So we have to find something else that will hold us, help us when the bottom, because the bottom will fall out. It might come back, but it can fall out. And there we are in the bucket zone, and that's a dangerous zone for everybody in this room.
She can talk to us from the bottom, man. And we don't have to put her on a pedestal. We don't have to give her no high rank. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she's just like us.
Are you going to pull yourself out of being depressed? Because ain't nothing worse than walking in a room full of a bunch of depressed bitches. Everybody stand up. Shake that shit out! 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 Give a big round of applause. I did 3 years of college. 2 here and 1 over at University of Houston. Then I decided I was going to go on the road with Rick James, trying to be a wannabe. And really, when you're out there on tour and on the road, you're really just a tourist groupie, hoping somebody's going to say, okay, come on and get on stage. This is the high school, Jack Yates, where my children went right here. I used to drive up here on a bicycle, and it was pitiful. I was a crack addict just so I could try to get a glimpse at my children. I lived in this motel right here, so I could at least I could just feel like I was breathing the air that my children and that were living around. I know it might sound crazy, but that's just how it was. Okay, this is one of the places that I lived. It's called the Sampson Motel. And I was so notorious, I used to get kicked out of this particular motel. Hey, baby! What's going on? Hey! These are 2 of my longest, dearest friends.
Yeah, we should be out there on drugs together. We're drug-free now, though.
All of us.
Yeah.
And it is possible to still be in the hood and not be high.
There you go. Yeah, see, this was from my house right there. See, this was smoking in my house right there.
Amazing.
That's it.
This is where it was. Right here.
Hey, look, the last time
right here's where it was.
When you left out of here, we went down there on Dolly, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
We smoked up some dope on this piece of property right here.
That's right.
Amazing. We smoked up the house. That's why it ain't here no more.
Yep.
We smoked up the house. This is the house to your right that I went to prison out of. It was my 6th prostitution case, and it carried 25 to life. And I had a crack pipe in my bra that carried 10. So I was facing 35 to life. Are you kidding me? I stopped that day. Plus, I was tired. I'd been to all those treatment facilities. I'd been to jail. Some people just know when it's over. And if I hadn't become successful as a drug addict and a prostitute in that amount of years, it wasn't going to happen. I might as well try it. I tried everything else.
Good evening, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to The Prison Show, where I'm your co-host, Carlson Harris. And we do have live on the telephone with us, Katherine Griffin, live from Washington, D.C. Good evening, Katherine. How are you doing?
I was invited to come up to a National Human Trafficking Conference, sharing the hope, education, discussion, and celebration of survivors. Finally, the world, the country, is listening to our voices and understanding what it takes to actually rehabilitate and reform survivors of the sex trade.
So, we have to get out there. We have to hit the pavements. We have to travel. We have to see exactly what is going on in our nation regarding human trafficking, because it's not just a Houston problem or a Texas problem. It's an international problem. On that note, we do have one of your graduates from your class that is sitting in the studio with us, co-hosting the show with me on tonight, Miss Amanda Jimmy.
I love it.
Hey, Amanda, why don't you say hi to all of our listeners?
Hello.
Hey!
Hey, Kathy.
I know that voice. That's my sweetheart. Hi, darling. And let me say this before you say anything. I want everybody to know that there are bumps in recovery. You do not just walk out of the life and it's just smooth sailing. You're going to have some ups and downs and trials and tribulations. So why don't you talk about that a little bit, sweetheart?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I've met Kathy through turning myself in after I got on parole. I went on the run for about 7 months, and then I turned myself in to Harris County and ran into her and raised my hand in one of her classes and said, well, am I a victim? This is what happened to me while I was 16. And she said, sure enough, you are.
A motorcycle group called the Banditos. My father was a drug dealer for him and sold meth. Well, he was running low on giving them their money back, so he came up with an idea to give them me. They took me, and I thought the guy was just my boyfriend, and I was just getting high. I had done drugs since I was like 11, and I didn't know that dating someone twice my age was a form of prostituting. When I was incarcerated, I stayed for 2 years, went on parole, and from parole, I relapsed and went back to jail, and I met Kathy.
Through meeting just the right people at the right time, that, there are better things out there other than just getting high, selling your body, and, doing criminal acts, And so I just thank you, Kathy, for really opening my eyes and people in my family's, eyes as to that I was a victim.
For me to make the decision to turn myself in, I knew something had to be changing, but I didn't know then.
There are so many people in human trafficking who have been branded. It was not through their own choice. They were either given drugs or forced to have these tattoos put upon them.
What about your experience with that and, getting them removed? Do you have any tattoos that you would like to get removed? Because
I do.
You do? All right. So this is a perfect match?
Yes, it is.
And then you got the heart to want to give back, and that's what counts, being able to give back to people, share your life experience. I share mine. If we can overcome, anybody can overcome, and that's the story.
Can we cancel here? Is there any way possible we can cancel? Remember, cancellation is a short way.
And in GED class, we did math. And we're multiplying and dividing fractions. Really?
Cancel with 2 going to 3, that leaving a remainder. It won't cancel. How that's going to be 5? No, you're multiplying this one.
Oh, across. So across.
Okay, and then I'm coming back to you. I want the answer. I'll give y'all lunch attention. We're back at it, okay? Let me see what you got to do. Very good, very good, very good. Good. Okay.
I'm an outpatient group. I've taken all 12 steps, but every day I relapse. Check this out. Every day I get high in my head. Every day the disease is on me, and every day in my mind I get high. I don't respond to it because I'm reminded that that's not what I want to go back to.
See, this time when I walked in the door, when the lady said, Erica, do you want treatment? I ain't hesitate and call nobody. I said, yes, ma'am. I've never been in denial, no matter what treatment I went to. I never sugarcoated nothing. I never asked for sympathy because I ain't gonna get it.
That's right.
Today, I can't do nothing but take this one day at a time and say it, just for the day. This whole 30 days, I done got pissed off. I've been wanting to slap shit out of somebody and everything else. But guess what I walked around here and said? Just for the day. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you for sharing.
I said I really wanted this time because I'm facing 25 years, 400 grams. When they gave me my indictment papers, I passed out. And I tried to kill myself and everything because I was so depressed. And I know I got a grandbaby that I love and I got a daughter. And my father's already on death row. So I don't want to be living my life, the rest of my life in jail because it hurts me that he in jail. So I know what to do to my daughter and my granddaughter. I made this one, y'all, back in the day. This is a song I made when I was really trying to get out the door, but I couldn't. And I said, this is Lisa Rising, and I'm back. And I got my mind off crack. I want to talk about this year, how I got my mind so clear. And I stayed in jail for so long for something I was doing wrong. And when I first went to jail, was in a one-man cell. I really didn't understand how y'all wash your drawers on your hands. And they fed us dog food. Them deputies were rude. You see, you really need your commissary. The people say it's necessary. And being in jail, it is scary. You got to keep your faith and don't worry. You got to keep your faith and don't worry. And when you don't have money on your books, you sit back, cry, and you look. What have you done wrong? What's taking mama so long? And that's when you know. You got to get out and show. Show yourself you is strong, leaving all cracks there alone. When crackers come in your head, think about your kids instead. And this rap goes out to the girls who's in jail all over the world. I really hope y'all stay strong. Come on, y'all. Just keep your faith and hold on. Everybody, just keep your faith and hold on. Just keep your faith and hold on.
It was a part of me that really wanted to do something different this last go-round. It was greater than the part of me that wanted to continue to use. I just look at this chance right here as the last chance.
I got the concept of frying chicken and flipping burgers and making pizzas.
The most important thing in this business is customer service. Is when these customers first walk through that door. That's what I look at. So this is what I'm going to do with you, Kenya, because like I said, I got to start the process ASAP. Okay. I'm going to see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Okay. Welcome.
She told me my start date that day, and then we did the handshake. The handshake to welcome me aboard, and that was really cool.
I got the job. I got the job. Yeah, I start tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I got a job, man. I got a job, and the cameraman is here, and he saw the interview, and he saw the handshake after you get the job, you know, type stuff. It was cool, man. It's cool. I can't stop smiling. Like my head hurt, I'm smiling so hard.
It's very rewarding to me to send someone to We've Been There, Done That program, and they come back and they're dressed in a suit and they're smiling because they're feeling good about themselves, and they're saying that yes, I am I'm valuable, I'm worth it, and they start loving themselves.
I miss you, baby. I miss you so much. And I read your letters at night before I go to sleep, and makes me feel closer to you. And I know you're holding me close and tight, and I'm holding you the same way.
I was reading letters from inmates and answering lines for shout-outs to the units. I was telling my friends about me doing this, and they're like, "You're the next Oprah," and I'm like, "Please don't say that," you know. But I know that I'm not the next Oprah, but I hope I'm the next Kathy Griffin at least, you know, where I can help someone who needs help, give them inspiration, and just love as deep as she does, and work as hard as she does, and be as caring, and just everything that she would love to, you know, inspire someone to be. She has done that for me.
I sent them to Kathy because she loves them, and she's the best example to show them. I've been there, I've done that. And she's got a beautiful heart, and she's taken the responsibility that to whom much is given, much is required.
She has done a lot for me and with me, and that a lot of the women that she's helped, including myself, have taken advantage of her. You know, it's been a lot of times that Kathy has went above and beyond, and we not pay her back what she suggests, and that's for us to stay on the right track. And I'm gonna make my amends now to her. I wanna tell her that I love her, that I absolutely apologize from the bottom of my heart for not taking the advice and the suggestions that she gave me so long ago. But I want you to know that I'm gonna continue to make a living amends to you, and as long as you wake up in the morning and you breathing, you're gonna be happy to know that your bitch Peaches is doing it, girl.
By the grace of God, I have faced death, looked it dead straight in the eye, and come back from it. I've looked at hell, I've been in hell, and I managed to come out. A little broken up, a little tarnished, but I've been polished up now. And I'm okay. And I can sleep at night. And making amends when at all possible, I've been able to do that. And I get my strength from being able to go in every day and see others who are stuck and trapped like I was. This is what I'm supposed to be doing for the rest of my life. If you are willing to take a chance on us taking the journey together to bring you out of whatever darkness you've been in, then I'm willing to do that.